Hey folks, it's Max here and welcome to another TEW2020 video. You join us 2 weeks out from our pay-per-view, Impact Wrestling Sacrifice. I don't know if I've ever had an Impact Wrestling Sacrifice or if it just was TNA. That's how long it's been since I've properly been engaged with the Impact product. But we're on another taping, we're edging closer to that event, and I do feel that the angles we've got on tonight's show really put us closer to that final match card, which of course will be concluded in the following taping. So without further ado, strap yourselves in, we are going to have another blockbuster show. Let's see how it goes down. So straight off the bat, I've decided let's bring in another contender, a serious contender for Matt Cordona's Impact World Championship, and it is one man who was in that six-way match, EC3. He basically says to Cardona, this is your first time as a world champion and you're giving out these title shots left, right and centre. I think I'll take one of them next. You see, the reason I believe I'm champion, I've got the class, I've got the style, and you just sit in the house and collect action figures and do a podcast on them. Not that there's anything wrong with that, by the way, just to stress that. But aye, basically EC3 mocking Matt Cordona for everything that he does and riling up, and Matt Cordona's like, you know what, if Kurt Angle is okay with it, I'll put this title on the line. EC3 goes, I don't want a title shot tonight, I want you to sacrifice when it means something, when the pressure's really on. So that will be discussed later in the show. That was a 51 opening segment. Opening contest of the evening was decent as Jordynne Grace pinned Madison Rayne by a submission, so she never pinned her, she made her tap out. A 47 here, obviously Madison is still with the company at this point, so we'll just keep, as I say, using her to improve our younger talents, and Jordynne Grace takes the benefit of that. Next up, because we obviously have to rotate workers because they're booking 4 shows in one night, with a poor matchup that saw the Deaners pick up the victory over Reynolds Scum in 8-19 when Cousin Jake pinned Adam Fornstow. That'll give you evidence to who we're pushing in each tag team. A 37, not too bad, not too shabby, some momentum for the Deaners, and Adam Fornstow takes the pinfall loss. Hype package for Suicide, again just try to get him over within the US audience, was a 25. Then we had a decent matchup that saw Pentagon Jr. defeat Petey Williams in 11:38 with a top rope styles clash. A 48 for this one, they both didn't click, which is quite odd. I thought these two had a good matchup, so that probably deprived it from being maybe a 51, 52, but still hella good. And after it, we have Petey Williams getting absolutely beaten down by Pentagon Jr. The plan was to use hundreds of weapons to help me a ladder, but TV networks deemed that to be too risky, so just another beatdown. But more on that as the weeks unfold, and that was a 29 rated segment. We then had a bout that had decent wrestling and not a lot of heat, as former Knockouts champion Deonna Purrazzo defeated Mystique in 8:09 by submission via the Fujiwara armbar. A 45 here, of course Deonna's going to carry this matchup, but I'm very happy with the 55 to the 25 in ring performances. This shows that already Mystique is getting over with our audience, even losing in defeat. Deonna just says she's more prepared than ever to get that championship match, and she is invoking her rematch clause for Sacrifice, where she will take back the Knockouts championship. So what happened there? Be a little warner for Thunder Rosa. Warning for Thunder Rosa. It's been a long day, and she's ready to win that championship back. But a 45, and she's getting better at her gimmick. Then Ace Austin came out and confirmed, well, not even confirm, I'll just say he was backstage and says Chad Bates is out there making, statements about me, issuing challenges. Do you know what? He's just another guy from elsewhere that thinks they can come in and just get an unbeaten streak. I'll end it and he'll be the next one out the door. Bring it on, no bother. 53 promo. That match is going to be incredible. Looking forward to it. Next up, we had a bout that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, as the team of Rosemary and Su Yung defeated Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan in 9-11 when Su Yung pinned Kiera Hogan with Yellow Fever. 41. Su Yung and Rosemary just below the 50 mark in terms of performances. Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan, they're going to be like a long term thing. so they may job out a lot to start with, but once we properly have depth to our roster, we'll certainly see a lot more from them going forward. But a good win for Rosemary and Su Yung. Then I couldn't really think of how to do this one. There wasn't an angle for it, and it was late at night when I booked this, so I couldn't be bothered doing the custom angle. But basically what I've got here is Rich Swan's backstage, and he bumps into the Dark Order's Alex Reynolds and John Silver, who basically just mock him for losing the Impact World Championship. They just call him a loser, having lost his rematch as well. And Johnny's like, loser, hee in his face, etc. And it adds to a bit of confrontation. And then just basically John Silver goes saying, well, face is big guy. It's two of us, one of you, what are you going to do? You know what that leads to. That's a 43 rated segment. Regardless, if you don't know John Silver's humour, then that might not help in that segment. Kurt Angle backstage and confirms that it's Impact Wrestling Sacrifice, and we called it TNA again. We'll see Matt Cordona and EC3 tangle for the Impact World Championship. Kurt Angle came across well, and this was a 50. And we then had a decent matchup that saw Eric Young defeat Hernandez in 7:38 with the wheelbarrow neckbreaker. A 49 here. EY's been like our MVP. He brings a 57. Hernandez is like nearly 50, so he has to put people over, and he just gets a 33 in this situation. After the matchup, Enzo is back from his trip to the hospital for a long time, and he tries to get some revenge on Eric Young, and he gets the upper hand to start with, which brings a 51 segment. However, this does see Joe Doring and Ken Shamrock make it a 3-on-1 attack before the Good Brothers come down to make the save, and the three of them chase off Eric Young, Joe Doring, Ken Shamrock. Dangerous, violent by design. So a 51 there. You know where that's going, and I'm really looking forward to it. If not, we'll confirm it when it's officially in place. Leads to a promo, FTR just saying to the inflictors of pain, watch this matchup, just see what we're going to do to you guys. We're just going to show you how we are the best tag team in the world, and there's no disputing that. So that was a 52. Dax getting better at his gimmick. And wow, I'm actually surprised at that. I thought it'd be a bit risky putting Fallah Bah in the main event, but they've delivered. Good matchup. FTR defeated Fallah Bah and TJP in 9:55 when Cash Wheeler defeated Fallah Bah. He was a weak link. I just felt like something different in the main event. Obviously we are doing 4 tapings, rotating, and yeah, I felt it was good utilisation of our roster and still getting a good result. So I think we'll maybe score about 50 here. 52, that's not bad. Increase our pop in every region we have our show on, and as always, worse because of our production values, but that's because NXT are another level. But you can see there's at least 5 or 6 programs of advance going forward to Sacrifice, and we'll get closure on that. Of course, we've got 2 confirmed matches off the bat there. Matt Cordona EC3 for the Impact World Championship and the Knockouts Championship on the line, as Thunder Rosa defends against Deonna Purrazzo. And hell, may as well just confirm it, Ace Austin versus Chad Betts, which is going to be crazy. And if I had more heat behind it, would have easily been our main event. So that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let's just say the next episode will be the final taping, and then after that we'll crack on with the event itself. So as always, good day and good night. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time for some more TEW content. Take it easy. See you soon. Bye bye.